trades. Apparently, there's a big sell-off in the market today, so I'm going to update Tesla and Apple. All right, so Tesla goes on a run that is 3 weeks. So that's where the next time target from this low will come. All right, so this low is 351, and it was made on 9/24. So 3 weeks from then, that's this week. All right, so this black line, the equal legs target, is that we're expecting 574 basically this week. Next week, we don't think we're gonna make it to Halloween and Tesla still be below 500. I just do not see that happening. And that is for my own personal, trading journal. This is not investment advice. But I don't think I'm waking up. I don't think there's any chance that I wake up on Halloween and Tesla, did not reach the mid 500s. That's just my personal opinion from technical analysis. And here's why. This is a beautiful pitchfork. Boom, 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 bada, boom, 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 boom. All right, boom, boom, boom. That's called a valid pitchfork. All right. How do we know it's valid? Because it's already acted as a magnet. Okay. A valid pitchfork statistically has an 80% chance that the median will be reached. That's just statistically. That's knowing nothing else about technical analysis at all. That's like nothing else. You have a pitchfork with several reactions on the median, several reactions on the low. Statistically, you got an 80% chance. All right, and that's why I'm not a sports gambler. Okay, so this is also in the short term a bull flag. All right, this orange move is about 3 weeks. No, never mind. This orange move is about 7 days. Okay, that means this orange move is going to be about 7 days. Remember, we also got this black move that says we're going to 570. And we've also got this median of this pitchfork that's way up here that is supposed to act as a magnet. And all these time targets say that there is a very low chance I'm going to wake up on Halloween and we're gonna be, oh, remember when Tesla wasn't, in the mid 500s, all right, or at least it hasn't hit, 574. Okay, so in my last video, I said 426 was the stop loss. All right, this is still a valid pitchfork. The parabolic SAR, that was a very, short term. Remember, I said it's not. A stop loss is not invalidation, all right? It just means I'm going to have to update. So I'm updating. That's what's going on, okay? That was a pretty tight stop. I thought the median, we were just going to, stay on this median. We're going a little lower. This pitchfork is still very valid, all right? This is the 6-month chart. You don't, reevaluate your whole morals because the market, what was this? Tesla dropped 2%. And you especially don't do this when the volume bars are continuing to decline, right? Remember, volume is consolidation if it's declining, all right? I said in my, post, and I'm pretty sure it was right in mid-August, I was like, declining volume is bullish consolidation. Tesla's going to hit the equal legs target. Declining volume is bullish consolidation. Tesla's going to hit the equal legs target. If there's one thing the puppy trades has done, I have proven 2 things. Declining volume confirms bullish consolidation. A valid pitchfork, this was already proven, has an 80% chance the median is going to be reached. And we also had statistics anyway from bull flags that a bull flag with declining volume, which is what this orange is, a bull flag with declining volume, has a 90% chance the equal legs target will be reached. Those are all statistics, all right? 515, I'm expecting by the end of this week. Okay, so if you're a fundamental trader, which I'm not, I do have to wonder, what's the catalyst going to be? And that's where I have to distinguish what is fundamental trading and what is technical trading. Technical trading is anything that measures the strength of price, such as the pitchfork, of volume, such that it's declining, which is consolidation, or time. All right, which is saying this is 3 weeks, this move is 7 days. So another thing that's a little tricky is earnings, right? Because earnings are about time, right? Because Tesla's earnings are tomorrow. But they're also, to some people, about fundamentals. Remember, I'm a technical trader. I care about earnings only in the sense that they are very good hints of a catalyst, i.e., beyond meat in August, that consolidation is going to be over. Okay? Apple, which we'll get into in a second, also reports earnings on 2/29. So because Tesla and Apple are both huge components of QQQ, I'm considering both of their earnings, right? Because if Tesla starts taking off, fundamentally, if you're a fundamental trader, you also have to realize that QQQ is going to take off too. And I'm not going to speculate. This is a waste of time. Is Tesla going to beat expectations? I do not waste my time doing that. All right. That is such a waste of time. That's ridiculous. But the fact that consolidation has happened so long, and I know this because it's been declining, and Tesla and Apple's earnings are very soon, I'm not speculating, are they going to beat? But the fact that, the time targets technically say a huge move is coming, I'm allowed to say what's going to end this consolidation. And the fact that Tesla reports earnings tomorrow and the time targets on the chart say we're going to be in the mid 500s around mid-October, and it's mid-October, that's a pretty big, indicator that could be a change in momentum of the trend. Not in like speculating that the trend's going to be up and down. I obviously believe it's going to be up based on technicals, but just that we're going to go from low price movement to high price movement. And I'm technically, speculating that price movement is going to be up. And the fact that earnings are tomorrow for Tesla and before Halloween for Apple is what I consider a catalyst, because these charts, these are both in QQQ, right? These are both in ETFs. These are the two largest holdings, right? If Tesla starts shooting up, these two are in the same ETF, okay? So this sustained move, it's earnings season. This is Microsoft, like AMD, like when you're projecting a big move in the chart and the earnings are tomorrow, that's technical because that's a timing signal. But we're not going to waste our time like, are they going to beat? Okay? And because it's going to be an earnings bonanza, I'm going to say this. I do not even consider changing my positions personally for anything shorter than a daily close. Okay? If one of these starts running in pre or post market, I that means nothing to me. Okay? I really only trade the daily close personally because I'm a swing trader. Okay, I'm not a day trader. Okay, and I think that's what a lot of people have this problem of is, they're like, oh, I got to change my positions every day. Okay, so Tesla, personally, the next big level, and I'm just gonna say this for the stop loss. It's Apple. The next stop loss, because 426 we closed below, so I have to reevaluate. The next stop loss is 406. Okay? I'm still expecting 515 to be reached this week. Like, we're going to test all-time highs this week. I definitely don't think we're making it, to Tuesday. And I'm expecting the meeting of this pitchfork to be reached as well, and 574 to be hit by the end of October. All right? Every day that Tesla goes down or sideways or does nothing, and it does it with declining volume, that's a win. Okay? When you have declining volume, that's confirmation it's bullish. So the next volume breakout is our timing signal. So every day the volume bars get smaller, that's the everyday or every price movement, that this is going to get bigger. Okay? So the next one is Apple. All right, now Apple, we have to take into account that this parabolic star was clipped. Okay? That's why I'm making this video, because this technically was clipped by this, close. and then Apple recovered, so this was definitely a stop rate, in my opinion. And here's why. We have beautiful reactions on the pitchfork, beautiful reactions on the lower bound, and this median still hasn't been tested yet, okay? Apple goes on a run that's 5 weeks. So the next price time target is 5 weeks from 9/21. So by the end of October, remember, a stop loss and invalidation is not the same thing. A stop loss is for risk management purposes. All right, that's a whole different subject. For technical analysis and validation, short-term invalidation would be this low of 112. Really, I don't want to see this pitchfork be too much more invalidated, and I want to see pretty good evidence, in the near term that this was a stop rate. So I'm still an Apple bull. I'm actually personally long Apple. 112 is going to be the next, time that I consider exiting my swing trades. Okay? I'm still expecting the median to be reached. And another reason that I think that this is a healthy pullback, besides the bullish consolidation, besides the pitchfork, is that this move goes on a run, and the correction is at the 38.2% retracement. Okay? Now, in wave theory, if a move like this happens and it sells off, you take the length of it and you find the 38.2% retracement and the 61.8% retracement, all right? You want the 38.2% retracement to hold, all right? These two, you also want, this is the most important one, all right? This is called the golden ratio. This is the most important ratio to hold, but it's more bullish if just this one holds, and I like to focus on stocks at just this one, okay? If this holds, this is very likely a healthy bounce. That's just statistically, These two form a zone called a buy zone. And when you take the length of a move like this, you make your buy zone, and you say, is the 38.2% retracement holding? And we notice that's exactly where our stop rate was, right? And another good thing about the parabolic SAR, it also acts as a stop, right? So if you're an Apple bull, you would have stopped out here, you would have reevaluated, right? But that doesn't mean that, this isn't a stop. A parabolic SAR is also good for another thing. And that's letting you know, is this a stop rate, right? So if you were a long Apple, you were looking at all this bullish consolidation, right? And you were like, is this a stop rate? And how do you know it's a stop rate? Well, because we have the parabolic SAR. Not a lot of traders use this, but this is what all the funds use, right? So we did stop out of Apple based on the SAR, and I've got to reevaluate. I do believe this was a stop rate. This pitchfork is still going to be hit. The target is 152, and the stop loss for a swing trade is a daily close below 112, and that's just for me personally, all right? Is a daily close below 112. But really, I want to see that this is a stop rate, okay? And I want to also continue to see this pitchfork validated. So what I'm really going to want to see, do we go right back to this? If we go right back to this, we're going to the median. And we're going to the median anyway because we have all these reactions, but still. Declining volume, bullish consolidation. The time target for Apple to hit 152 is 5 weeks from 9/21. That's the end of October, all right? I'm expecting the median of this pitchfork, let's call it 150, to be reached by the end of October. And my stop loss for the swing trade is 112. Declining volume, bullish consolidation, and a pitchfork don't get invalidated.